Hello guys, I'm here with chapter 7 of What If Goku Was Raised by Whis. Make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed. It had been a month since Cooler warned Kakarot about his father's scheme, and King Cold was none the wiser, believing his older son wanted revenge as much as he did. Little did he know that Cooler was actually being trained by Kakarot's attendant angel Whis. As Kakarot watched the two of them fight, he was noticing Cooler's progress was increasing quickly and called out, "That's enough, Whis," before jumping down from the tree stump he was on and continued, "You've come far, Cooler, but now you're facing me." Cooler was shocked that Kakarot was going to train him now. Whis was strong to begin with, but Kakarot was definitely on an entirely different level. He nodded and bowed, "As you say, my lord," before powering up into his final form. Kakarot smiled and said, "This form does impress me, but you still haven't unlocked your full potential. You can step into the realm of the gods, just like I did all those years ago. While our fight will not be to the death, I will hold nothing back," before dashing towards Cooler and punching him in the gut. Cooler recoiled from the blow to his gut, but quickly got over it. Training with Whis had helped him increase his endurance, and the blow didn't hurt as much as it would have if he'd fought Kakarot without training with Whis first. "I'm not holding back either, my lord," before throwing a punch to Kakarot's face, which actually sent him flying. The two warriors continued to train day and night for a week. On the final day before Whis projected King Cold would arrive, it was a close fight. Cooler was coming close to actually beating Kakarot, but that changed when he started using Ultra Instinct. As Cooler was panting from exhaustion, he said, "I won't be that easy to defeat this time," before powering up again, only this time, he had a golden aura. As he finished powering up, he said, I did it. I've transcended into the realm of the gods." Kakarot smiled, "Good, but this is only the beginning. You will still need to train more in order to master the power of that form." Cooler nodded as the two of them finished training. "Thank you, my lord. It has been an honor to train under you." The next day, King Cold's ship had arrived on Kakarot's planet, and as the father of the tyrant walked out, he was followed by two Saiyans, an elderly one with a large scar on his eye, and a tall one who seemed to have an emotionless expression. King Cold started going on a grand speech. "Your time is up, Kakarot. I've found a warrior with a power that transcends your own strength. Today is the day you..." Before he noticed Kakarot ignoring him and measuring up the taller Saiyan and laughing, "Ha! Getting to see the face of your demise? A fine way to accept your death." Suddenly, Cooler came out and said, "Wrong. You really are foolish, father. You warned Frieza and I to never anger Lord Beerus, and yet you think you can overpower his replacement? Saying you've gone insane is an understatement. You have a death wish." Cold growled as he saw his older son, standing on Kakarot's side. "You disappointing brat. You dare stand against your father?" Kakarot spoke, "No," before immediately knocking the tall Saiyan out cold and turning to King Cold and telling him and the elderly Saiyan, "Don't worry, he's alive." Just out cold, he looked to Cooler and said, "Prove your loyalty as an agent of destruction, destroy your father." Cooler smiled and cracked his knuckles saying, "It would be my pleasure, my lord." Before Cold could react, Cooler's fist had punched an actual hole in his chest, just barely missing his heart. Cold fell back in pain, and the elderly Saiyan stumbled back in fear. Cold said, "And no, Cooler, you're better than this. You can defeat Kakarot." Cooler rolled his eyes and said, "I'm not stupid enough to disobey the god of destruction, the only fighter in the universe above me," before launching a ki blast at the two vengeful villains, annihilating them completely, with not so much as a single trace of their bodies left. Kakarot looked to Whis and said, "Whis, what is this one's name?" Whis checked his staff and said, "His name is Broly, and it seems the other Saiyan was his father, Paragus. Have you taken a liking to this one?" Kakarot nodded. "I want you to alter his memories of what happened here." Make it so he remembers Cold and Paragus abandoning him and leaving him to die. We cannot accept those who wish for revenge against the gods. He has potential to be a righteous fighter, one who will better the universe. Before turning to Cooler as Whis followed his orders, if you wish, you may continue to train here with Whis and I. Cooler smiled, thank you my lord, but I wish to gain strength on my own. But I will never deny you a fight if you wish for one. Kakarot chuckled, very well then. It has been fun fighting you, and I see you've changed since when I first met you. Be well my friend. And so, with the help of his first student, Frieza's older brother Cooler, Kakarot has destroyed yet another threat to the mortals of Universe 7. Universe 7 has greatly improved since Kakarot became the new god of destruction.